What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to be talking about my journey, my tech career journey, going transitioning from the military to the government IT world, which is has been a very interesting journey. It's been pretty successful now, but in the beginning it was definitely shaky. I'll be very transparent. I thought I thought leaving the military was going to be very scary. Not it wasn't looking too bright at certain points, but I pushed through. But today we're going to be breaking down the steps to becoming successful, the steps to becoming successfully transitioned out of the military, right? And today we are going to focus on the IT field, right? The first thing, the first thing you need to be focusing on. Let's I created a little slide for everybody. It's just a little visual aid, super basic, but let's get it together. All right. Okay, am I good? Cool. Um, so yeah, my tech career. Let's get it. Introduction. All right. So step number one. Um, the thing that a lot of military members don't realize, don't know, especially for those about to retire, those that are about to just separate, and also civilians that people. This is also for civilians too. It's not just it's focused on people that are former military because it's easier for them to apply with this, but everybody can do this. There's a lot of people that can get into these types of positions without any type of military experience. It's not specified for those type of people. Um, but yeah, for the military guys, military gentlemen and ladies, the main thing is focusing on leveraging your military resources when we're transitioning out. A lot of military members don't know that there's literally a program called Skill Bridge that will literally help you transition successfully out. One thing of my mission, my purpose for this channel, for this platform, is to inform people on the opportunities that are available. I know that there's a lot of headlines going on about job layoffs, AI, everything. You know what? People, what industry or what sector don't really use AI like that? It's the government, because of security reasons, right? They may be certain places where you could use AI, but they're not going to be using the stuff that working in this IT field. They can't rely on AI stuff. We need precautions. There's security clearances. Like AI is too new to be putting into national security stuff, right? The big thing about the government IT field is that it's not focused on profits at all. Okay? If anything, they need people. They have a certain amount of slots that need to be filled because there's a lot of turnover because people want to elevate their position. So let's say, oh, I don't feel like living here anymore. I'll find a new government position that's stationed in New Jersey or stationed in California or Texas. And that slot that he left needs to be filled up again, right? So there's constantly people changing in different places, constantly moving around, finding better, higher opportunities. Since now they have more experience, they can actually transition into higher positions, right? So there's no mass layoffs. I think there's no real layoffs because these slots need to be filled in order for the government to keep on running, right? Keeping them successful, keeping them secure, available. We need these spots filled for this maintenance, for these opportunities to arise. If anything happens, we need people to be there, right? So that's the thing that kind of keeps the job security in government IT, right? It's not profit based. It's more on security, policy, and availability focused, right? So yeah, so utilizing for those military members, utilizing those programs, gaining certifications, and just having insight on the fields that you're trying to pursue, where you're trying to go, doing your research, right? Let's go to the next slide. So jumping starting with military resources. Like I said before, Skill Bridge, literally a program, an internship to help you get out of the military successfully. I've said this in previous videos, and I'll say it again. Use your Skill Bridge. If you have a year left in your contract, look into it. Please go to your educational department. Do what you got to do, because that is the thing that will help you the most when you're transitioning out. So you're not sitting on the couch at your mama's house, just wondering when the next orders are gonna happen. You gotta take action yourself. I'm sorry. It's real out here. Trust me. I was in the Air Force for 7 years, right? At the age of 20, I think I joined 20 or 19, 20. Like a lot of stuff, it's easy when stuff is getting done for you. When you're out here, you gotta shake and move and do everything yourself. But also the next point I see, as you can see, security clearance. Only according to national security, NSA, resources, and everything else, there's only 1.4 million people in America, Americans in general, that has a secret clearance. And guess what? That's including military members. So people that are getting out of military, there's even less, right? I think there's probably even like a third of that. It's probably like 200, probably around 500,000, maybe 500,000 people in the country in general that has a secret clearance. So guess what? Utilizing that secret clearance will help you leverage you to get your first position in IT. Right? It will get your first position. As simple as that. It will get your first position. And that's exactly what I did. So after I finished my Skill Bridge program, which was basically an IT boot camp, I got a few certifications: Security Plus, Network Plus, COISA, and what was it? An A Plus, right? My first position was a service desk guy, right? Help desk, but for military members, military government members. I was just helping create accounts for people, sending emails, call center stuff. But it was something I didn't really enjoy. Didn't really enjoy it that much. It was definitely very monotonous. It's definitely an entry-level type of position. There were people that were there for years. I don't know why. To this day, I don't know why. But I was only there for 5 months. And just to be a little bit more transparent, when I left the military, I was roughly taking home around like 60 to 65. Because of you get untaxed pay, BAH, it's untaxed, everything else. So that's not really but like, according to taxes, I only make 45. But I took home, like, I did the calculations, like, I was taking home around like 4,500 a month. My first position, I only made 50. And that's gross. So my take home was like 46, 47, right? That was a big adjustment in the beginning of 2024. All 2024 was a big struggle for me adjusting to that pay cut. But I knew I did not want to be there for a long time. So when I finished that, I was only at that services job for 5 months. And then as I get into the next slide, I marketed myself. The one thing that my Skill Bridge helped me is the importance of marketing yourself to find opportunities. So being engagement, LinkedIn, clearance jobs. Those are the only two things you need. LinkedIn, clearance jobs. I made a video about both of those on how to really format it and how to do what you got to do with it. Those two things. You can look at, I think, how to transition out of the military to the IT field. I did a more focus with the websites and everything. You can look at it in my channel. Those two things helped me get my positions. LinkedIn, creating a good LinkedIn profile, putting in all the descriptions, fill out everything you need to. Trust me, I made a video about what mine looked like, so you don't got to worry about. I'll get you look at that my other video to get more deep into it. But because of those, all my tech positions I never applied to. That's the crazy thing. I didn't apply to my tech positions. They reached out to me. I was the commodity. That's how you can tell you. That will tell you how much in demand jobs are within the government IT field. Right? So all those, I don't want to get too political, but all those layoffs for government positions, those were not IT positions. Those were other positions that are more administrative based, meetings, stuff like that. It was not technical based, like cloud, networking, cybersecurity, system administrators, server admins. It was none of those. Those are not the positions that are getting laid off. Trust me. They need those positions more than ever now because there's just so much of a turnover. Because people are elevating. I'm elevating. I've hit 3 different positions in less than 2 years. And the 2 positions that I left, they need filling. They need people. Because it's not about money for the government. It's about security, availability, and integrity. That's what it is. That's what the government is focused on. So marketing yourself is very important when it comes to getting on top of these opportunities that are out there. So leveraging your security clearance, leveraging boot camps, certifications, everything. And then for those that don't have a security clearance, if you weren't in the military, all military members default have a security clearance. You just have to have one. But if you don't have one, there are a lot of internships and even positions in general that were willing to sponsor. They're so needing of positions in government IT is that they're hiring people off the street. It's like, all right, as long as you don't got no criminal record, we'll help you get a secret clearance so you can work for us. They are sponsoring people off the street. That's how because people don't realize this. There's not enough people. There's not enough people that are not in the military that want to fill these roles. That's the thing. There's not enough. So they're getting people off the street. Hey, we'll help you. We'll sponsor you to get a secret security clearance so you can work for us. And guess what? That's where they messed up. Because once you get a secret clearance, it's up from there. It's up from there. So, going back to my story, I went from 65 in the military to down to 51 in the contracting government world. And then after 5 months, I transitioned to being a network administrator, monitoring the network analyst, network administrator, monitor network, make sure the network is safe, secure, and working properly for the government. That position, it was an entry-level position, associate position, went from 51 to 55. Yeah, money's still tight. Money was still tight. Yeah, it was. In Arizona. Yep, it was. I did that for a year, right? But the thing about that position is when you're in a more of an infrastructure, more technical role, you pick up a lot of skills, you pick up a lot of experience, and then you can use those to add it to your resume, leverage it for a better position, for a raise, etc. So that's exactly what I did. That 1 year, I got 2 more certifications. I was a part of a lot of different projects, and it helped me get to my position now. I'm making a base of $90,000, and I've done this all within less than 2 years outside of the military. And guess what? I didn't work a technical job in the military. I was a maintenance guy. I was what's the ranch? I was that guy. And I was like, wow, if I can do this, people got to know about this. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, this is sauce. This is something that needs to be shared. So that's my mission. for this channel is to let people know about what's going on and that the world is not doomed. AI is not taking over everything. There's still a bunch of opportunities out there. It's just that people are just not willing to look for them. That's my controversial take. People are not willing to look for them. People don't know how to structure their resume right. People don't know how to interview correctly. They don't know how to network. They don't know how to put themselves out there. There's a lot of things that are wrong. It's just not as easy as it was a few years ago. Do I have another slide? This one I'll check. And I do. And advancing your career. Advancing your career. Like I said, furthering your education, getting certifications, and actually negotiating for raises and everything like that. And leveraging the certification. So every year you can just say, like, I got these two. The thing about government IT is the better you get qualified for the position, it makes the whole company, it makes the contracting company, it looks the government look better. We have these many people that have these many certs and these many things. And one more thing, last thing that I want to break down when it comes to government IT is there's government employees that are strictly from the government. They're hired strictly from the government. And then there's government contractors, where a contracting company will bid on an infrastructure or a place that the DoD needs people to fill in, right? And the government contracting company will bid for that place and then win it. When they win it, the people that they hire are working for the contractor, not necessarily the government, but the contractor is working for the government, right? So there's a middleman, right? But there's people that are directly to the source, which are strictly for the government. They're going to check straight from the government. And I don't know how that pays. It's more like a ranking system, right? Like, it's like basically like becoming, like, for my military guys, it's like what? Like E1, E2. There's different ranking systems within that side. But for the government IT is you could just negotiate like it's a regular civilian job. It's like, oh, I got these certifications. I finished this degree. Hey, well, can I get a raise? And that's how we approach raises within this role. But if you want more insight on that, on how to do it, and more insight, if any more questions, feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn, via the description, via the comment section, all those things. I'm willing to answer it. I'm willing to help out. This is my mission, and I'm happy to do it.